going, and we have a cool reading today. It's actually a 3-card reading, so a little more information than is typical, and I think you're going to find this very useful. Okay, let's see. We're having an issue with LinkedIn. I am live. Okay, so I'm not sure if LinkedIn is working or not, but we'll figure it out. So, good morning. Welcome. Happy Thursday. I'm Dr. Bonnie Nussbaum here with some words of wisdom to start your day. And I got to make sure I got everything clicked. Okay. So, first thing I want to mention is this coming Sunday is our next Unity Intention Collective, where we gather for a half an hour on Zoom. And good morning, Jonelle. Glad you are here. So, at least we know YouTube's working and we know Facebook's working because here's Barb. Good, good, good. Glad you're here. The Unity Intention Collective, where we gather for a half an hour on Zoom and basically send positive energy to our hurting world. And everyone who joins us, and usually we have anywhere from 6 to 12 people, say how good they feel afterwards, having done something to support the shifts that are occurring. And this reading today, I think, is, yes, it's a personal reading, but I also think it's a collective reading. So, and we have 3 cards for today in case you didn't hear that. So we'll get all that taken care of. But if you're interested in doing the Unity Intention Collective, just send me an email that says Unity, and I will send you the link to get yourself signed up. It's free. It's a half an hour. 9 a.m. Central Time on Sunday. And it's just a lovely gathering of humans who want to send good energy to the world for healing. Good morning, Nancy. Welcome. Glad you are here. So my email is bonnie@empowermentandpurpose, all spelled out, .com. bonnie@empowermentandpurpose.com. And then I will send you the link to get on the Zoom call on Sunday morning. So finally remembered to say that. I had that little sticker on my schedule for the last however many days, and finally remembered to say it. So again, we have a cool reading today. It started with a specific card that's talking about our present, and then it indicated that we needed a card for the past and a card for the future. And I'm framing those as immediate past and immediate future. So we're not talking about your whole history or the rest of your life. We're talking about immediate past and immediate future. And they make total sense to me. And I think it will be reassuring to you, especially that future card, since July is likely to be tumultuous. So let's do some tapping and some breath in through the nose, out through the mouth. In through the nose, out through the mouth. Welcome to whomever has popped on. Glad you're here. In through the nose, hold at the top, out through the mouth. Our card deck for today is the Priestess of Light deck by Sandra Ann Taylor and Kimberly Weber. And this, those of you who know, this is my book that is totally falling apart. The binding has completely let go. And now I have not just one card in here to keep track of, I have 3. So we shall do our best. So I'm going to move the cover out of the way. And we're starting with card, if you have the deck, card 24. So this is our present. This is our present, and it is called adjustment. Surprise, surprise. So there is adjustment. Looking back, moving forward. Adjustment. Looking back, moving forward. If you look real close, there's an owl on her shoulder. So let's see what this one has to say. Did I say hi to Nancy? I said hi to Nancy. Yes, good. Glad you're all here. Adjustment. Looking back, moving forward. The Priestess of Wisdom pauses, looking over her shoulder as she receives owl guidance about adjustments to make before moving forward. So there are some adjustments to make before we move forward. When this card appears in your spread, pay attention to the cards placed to either side, for these represent issues you need to be considering now. And in traditional card layouts, To the left is the past and to the right is the future. There go all my pages. So we're going to consider it from that perspective. This card marks a pause in your energy. Good morning, Gwen. Glad you're here. A time to contemplate what you've been doing and determine if any changes would prove beneficial. I think that's what much of July is going to be, is reassessing what's working, what isn't working, what are we being called to, etc. Reflection and course correction now are wiser than charging full steam ahead. The owl has extraordinary vision, and it can adjust its focus from telescopic to microscopic in an instant. In fact, it is always adjusting, always ready to redirect its path for a more effective result. This card is suggesting that you do the same. Review your previous choices to determine what has worked for you. Look ahead to see what changes can accelerate your plan's fruition. So again, given that July is this tumultuous time and much is going on, it's also a very pregnant time. Much can happen, much can unfold. And so being exquisitely aware of what's jumping off is going to be helpful. This could call for some patience and courage, for you may have to shift or even abandon the path that has been your primary focus. But take note of the bright light from the right, the future, pouring into this priestess of wisdom's left hand, the hand of receiving, as well as the orbs there. Let me move it even closer. There's the orbs by her hand and third eye. All right. She is guided in her adjustments by the clarity and vision of the owl, as well as being directed into the future by the light and orbs of the spirit world. We are guided. We are guided. We don't have to figure this all out ourselves. Good morning, Beth. Welcome. Glad you are here. You too can be so guided when you let yourself stop, reconsider, adjust, and move peacefully forward with trust. The affirmation is, it is safe for me to stop and reconsider my path and progress. I am patient and courageous in the choices and changes I make. So that's the present card. So now we're called to the card for the past. And I think this is a lovely card. And we actually had this card in the past recently. Building your world. Building your world. So many of us have been focusing on building our world. Creation, expansion, networking. This is our immediate past. A priestess of the bees sits peacefully in the hollow of a tree, gathering the energy of the bees that fly around her and rest on her fingertips and third eye. Kind of hard to see, but she's got a bee on her third eye. She's surrounded by the honeycomb, and though her vision is turned inward, her thoughts are focused on outer plans taking shape. The bee is one of nature's most industrious creatures, and this card foretells a time of great productivity and expansion for you. Many of us have been working on a whole lot of stuff, right? If you've been thinking about growing your business or creating an entirely new one, focus on those intentions now. That's suggesting this is what we have been focusing on leading up to this. Your dreams may also include composing music, writing, teaching, painting, cooking, or baking, which are all projects that build on ideas and produce nectar for the body, mind, and soul. They do require repeated attention and action, so take some time to create a plan, set some goals, and bring both the creative and technical elements together. The bee is also a symbol of fertility, so the expansion foretold may relate to family matters. A child or children on the way, new in-laws through marriage, or even reconnecting with distant friends or relatives are all ways that you may be expanding your personal network. On a practical level, this card could also indicate a career in architecture, design, or construction. It could also signify connections with people who do such work. You may even be building a new house or expanding your present one. The bees join together to assemble their hive structure and provide for their community, increasing value for all. Now is the perfect time for you to build the world you desire, so make your plans and set to work. The affirmation for this is, I have the power to create my world and prioritize the projects that I desire. As I continue to take action, my joy and fulfillment expand. So again, talking to you, glad to hear it. Talking to me as well. So there's that one. Then, one more drink, hang on. This is the card for our immediate future. And surprisingly not, it's inverted. It's inverted, meaning we're going to have some issues here. Anybody ready for July? So the card is guide. And we've had this card recently as well. Notice the light coming down from her hand and notice the wolf off to the side. So this is card 21 for those of you who like to follow along on your own. So this is talking about where we're going, where we're going. Guide the illuminated path. The priestess guide on this card illuminates the path ahead with her right hand, the hand of action. So left hand, which we had in the previous card, is receiving. Right hand is sending, doing, creating. On her left, the side of receiving, a wolf offers her guidance as well. Now notice in these cards, there's guidance all around. There's guidance all around. We don't have to take this walk on our own. We are supported. This card is about your personal path, encouraging a deeper awareness of the choices coming up in your life. Again, July's going to be tumultuous. So we have the opportunity to make choices. Rather than getting caught up in the energy of the tumult, let's take a step back, take some quiet time, be contemplative. If the shit's jumping off, take a break. Go sit and watch the birds for a while. Go wander through a woods. Do something that connects you to nature. Stand barefoot in your yard, Joni Hill, and see where that takes you. See where that takes you. The wolf is a symbol of strength and freedom, and this is the core of the message on your card. Think about that. Strength and freedom. What we're all going through right now. We need strength and freedom. You are free to create the path that lies before you, and you have the strength to see it through, no matter which one you take. It's time to seek the wisdom of your own inner guide. Hope that pause helped that sink in. Meditate and ask if a new or different direction regarding business, family, or personal matters is called for. Then muster up the courage and self-trust to take the necessary steps forward. This card could indicate the coming of a new teacher into your life. It may be someone who advises you in specific personal areas such as education, nutrition, or finances. Or it could be someone who pursues a more spiritual path. Let yourself be open to the guidance and inspiration such new teachers can bring, together with the wisdom of your own voice. So you don't capitulate your own wisdom, but you're open. Like here, she's illuminating the path, but she has the guidance of the wolf also. Okay? Let's see here. You will find the path before you becoming illuminated, and you will be ready to take your next steps with the clarity and purpose your eternal life deserves. Affirmation. I direct my own destiny in every way. I open myself to the loving guidance I receive from others, from the universe, and from within. So that's our reading for today. Wow, right? Yes, wisdom, guidance all around, wisdom all around. Wisdom within, wisdom within. Please take the time to be contemplative, to be present for yourself, to ask within, what do I need to know? What guidance is here for me? So that is our message for today. Tomorrow morning we will be early because it's Scarlet Day, so I will be hitting the road early. Have an awesome day today. We'll see you again tomorrow. Remember, you're capable of far more than you think you are. Bye-bye.